We had been sitting on the tarmac for about 20 minutes. Takeoff time had passed 15 minutes ago, and we hadn't moved an inch. Passengers who were late for appointments in Kumasi started to feel agitated. Then we heard the captain's voice. "Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have a slight delay. We are waiting for an important document without which we cannot take off. This document is not coming from our own company. It's from another company, and it has not yet arrived. We will keep putting pressure on them, and hopefully we will get it in 5 to 10 minutes so we can take off. Sorry for the inconvenience." My dear friend, what do you think about this statement from the captain? I mean, to some, it's absolutely spot on. He has informed us of the cause of the delay. He has promised to try and get those who caused it to solve the problem, and he has apologized. Job done, right? Well, let me explain why, as a paying customer, the captain's announcement left me distinctly dissatisfied. You see, when you pay for a product or a service, you are paying for a result, not an attempt to get a result. I had paid for the airline to get me to Kumasi safely by a specified time, not for an attempt to get me there. So while I was sitting there worried about being late, it did not fill me with hope to hear the captain tell me that it's up to some other company with whom I have no contract to ensure that he can deliver what I had paid his company for. It was basically like saying to me, "Hey, thanks for the money. I know you gave it to me to get you to Kumasi by a certain time, but I may not be able to give you what you paid for. If it's any consolation, it's not my fault. Someone else messed up, and I'm still going to keep your money though. Thanks again, buddy. You're a real gent." Secondly, why come to me with details of the problem? I didn't pay to experience your problems. I'd much rather hear details of the solution. Here's what I think the captain should have said. "Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize sincerely for the delay to our departure. The good news is that we know exactly what is causing it and are solving the problem as we speak. The next time you hear my voice, all will be sorted and we'll be ready to take off for Kumasi. Thank you for your patience." Now, this would have given me much more confidence that the leader of the team I have paid to get me to Kumasi was in total control of the situation and was going to get me to Kumasi in spite of the delay. I think it was former presidential aspirant Mitt Romney who once said, "Leadership is about taking responsibility, not making excuses." That is all that is expected of a leader. At the end of the month, you don't want to hear your boss telling you that someone owes him money and so he can't pay you. And you can't blame his debtors for your inability to feed your family, and you can blame his debtors for your inability to pay your family and pay your bills. You don't want your father to tell you he used your school fees to attend funerals, and so you can blame all those dead people for your lack of education. You don't want to hear your landlord telling you he's broke and he can't fix your roof. You can blame his expensive girlfriends for the fact that your bed has become a shower every time it rains. You don't want to hear your government tell you they've spent your taxes on V8s, and so your next visit to the hospital will just have to make do without oxygen or a bed. We don't want to hear excuses from those who have taken responsibility for providing us with the things we have paid or voted for. But wait, how about us? Who is looking up to us to deliver on what they paid or voted for us for? When things go wrong in your workplace, in your church, in your home, do you assign blame to someone else, or do you take responsibility for finding a solution? Ultimately, it boils down to this. You took the money, you received the vote, so you solved the problem. There's a popular scam where tricksters show you a valuable product like a laptop or a mobile phone in a package, take your money, and then give you a package filled with rocks instead of what you paid for. They call it 419. Taking someone's money and not giving them the service they paid for is nothing more than 419. Blaming someone else for your inability to deliver what you have been paid or voted to deliver is the same as swindling those whose money or vote you've taken. If you're not a con artist and a fraudster or a criminal, then please deliver on what you promised. And if something goes wrong, take responsibility. Don't make excuses. My name is Kojo Yankson, and I owe you a result, not an attempt. Good morning, Ghana.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Joy News.